players, coaches, whoever.
Sorry, I forgot to do that earlier.
That's right. So what I'm telling you is please be careful, because there's people out looking to get us, and that's not being paranoid or whatever. It's already happening. It's happened twice where outside people, not athletics people, have reported our teams. So be smart, be aware. If you're out, do your best to social distance, and just be smart about what you post online and what you tell people and what you put out there. And aside from getting caught and getting our things shut down, it's all also about consideration and respect. All right. You guys, the student athletes, most of you are young, you're healthy, you're in great shape, especially on track. If you catch coronavirus, it's very likely not going to affect you too bad. But we have employees who are elderly, who have health problems, who live with people who are very elderly and disabled. If you bring coronavirus to campus and then give it to a coach or a staff member who brings it home to somebody who's living with a sick person or something like that, we could have a tragedy that we don't want to deal with. So be respectful. All right. We've seen, you can watch the news at just about any time. Students are coming back to college. They want to party. I understand. Then you have these big outbreaks and things really go downhill fast. We're trying our best not to have that happen here. Please be smart. We want you to have your fun, have the full college experience, but just follow the guidelines that are in place. Aside from that, I don't really have any other things to talk about. But if you have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them for you.
And Rocco, I'm going to go over with them later on in this meeting the reason why a lot of them didn't get their text about making sure their cell number is listed as a cell number and not just their primary number. So we'll run through that. We'll run through that during this meeting.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think that wasn't unique to us. I guess a lot of people learned the hard way on that one today.
Yeah. Well, anybody have any questions for Rocco? Cool. All right, Rocco. All right. Thanks, man. And I'll talk to you a little bit later.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Tommaso.
What exactly is violating the guidelines?
Well, it'll be anything that goes against what'll be, you'll know, they're posted. Social distancing, masks, not doing the healthy roster check-in, any number of things. And we'll go over that more so that you're aware of them. But they'll also be posted all around the stadium as well. The biggest two, wearing a mask at all times and making sure that we're socially distant, even when we're doing drill work or even when we're working out, right? Because again, people are watching, right? There's a lot of people that, like Rocco said, are unhappy that we're going face to face and are looking to find any little thing to cause us to lose this opportunity. So trust me, you will know what the rules are. Okay.
Yeah. And real quick, I just forgot to, this for these first 2 weeks, I know, Don, are you guys doing in person at all these 2 weeks, or just Zoom the first 2 weeks?
We don't start until next Monday.
Okay. So
I have a question.
Yes.
Hold on
sure,
one
go
second. Go ahead, whoever it was.
Me?
Did you have a question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we have to wear masks during the training?
Yes. Mask must be worn at all times. That is a mandate from the school president. Period. No questions asked.
When we sprinting too?
What did I just say?
Gosh,
at all times. Now, we as coaches will be mindful of that. We will tailor workouts. We're not trying to kill you, okay? But there's a couple of things that he was adamant about for us to be face-to-face. Masks was number one, okay? I get it. But if you think it's hard, just take a video and watch training that's happening at NFL camps and Major League Baseball camps. They're all wearing masks when they're training in weight room situations, okay? yes, it's not ideal. It sucks. I get it, but it's what we have to do right now. Okay.
And that's a good question. And there is, I don't have it to share real quick, but I did Google. There are articles and things you can look. Just Google the best type of masks to wear for workouts, and you could see which ones kind of work better. And the last thing I'll say too is the way the college president is going after this is he's giving us 2-week windows. All right. So today started the first window. So he's given us 2 weeks with a ton of restrictions, no equipment, all very strict. And if we do okay after 2 weeks, he's going to reevaluate September 14th and say like, okay, you guys did good. The cases around town are decreasing, and he's going to start to lift some restrictions. So our hope is that as we go on through the semester, first, that we don't get shut down. All right. We don't want that to happen. But then kind of as we go, some of the restrictions get lifted, and maybe I'm hoping down the line, you know, that maybe you don't have to wear masks if working out if you're spread out and things like that.
Right.
But for now, for this first week, it's just no equipment, no sharing equipment, no sharing water bottles, no nothing, just very simple, basic, and very strict. And hopefully we can lift up some regulations after that.
Good. Anybody else? Cool. All right, Rocco. Thanks,
All right.
man. Go grab a bite, and I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck,
No
everybody. And if anybody on the team ever needs anything from me, you could always reach out. My email's on our website. I'm real easy to get in touch with. Be happy to help you if you ever need it. Thanks,
Cool.
Coach.
All right. Thanks, Rocco. All right, guys. Yeah, so just understand the importance of these next couple of weeks, okay? Those of you, I know, Cayman, you're still at home, but I think almost everybody else is here. Remember, this is kind of the blueprint for the campus itself. You know, so just kind of keep an idea. So what I wanted to do today, one, I wanted to congratulate you guys. Last week, I think all of you did a good job with the assignments that were due. You know, there were some pretty creative and interesting introduction videos that I got to see that made me giggle. And my wife was like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "Nothing, never mind." Really happy with the way you guys participated for the most part with the discussion questions. Really good. Now, we will not be doing discussion questions every week. I think maybe every other week, every 2 weeks, we'll have discussion questions. And then we'll alternate between discussion questions and like a couple paragraphs on a written prompt. But it clearly states what's due, when it's due. This week, if you look at module number 2, week number 2, you're supposed to submit a video of yourself doing part of the workout. Don't worry about that one. I'm going to excuse everybody from that this week, because next week when we go face to face, I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing with the Bridge Athletics app. So when you come to work out, make sure you bring your cell phones with you, because it's interactive. You're going to be using your cell phones to do the workouts. Now, that being said, because we can't use equipment yet, we can't use hurdles, we can't use any kind of equipment, because we have to wear masks, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be focusing on fundamentals of running, okay? Form drills, different things. Again, you know, we're not going to try to kill you, right? We don't start running for 8 months damn near, okay? Now, I understand we trained before that, but we have time, okay? So we're going to take it slow. We're going to take it as it is. Coach Brown will probably not be on campus with us through the fall, but I will be I'll be on campus, but we work together. He's still coaching, but he's got a brother who's at high risk and he doesn't want a chance coming to campus. And I completely get it. I got a 90-year-old grandma at home that I take care of. And that's his choice, and nothing's being held against him for making that decision. But we're working closely on how we're going to do things for that couple of week period. The couple things I want to go over with you. Oh, crap. hold on. I want to talk to you guys about the first thing, the Healthy Rosters app. Okay, the Healthy Rosters app, you will get, and I got it this morning. It came through my phone at 6:15. Tells you to click a link. You click the link. You answer 2 questions. Have you been around anybody that has COVID? I think the other one was, do you have a fever? Blah, blah, blah. And then it has about 12 or 15 symptoms listed. If you don't have any, you don't check anything. You submit it. Then it sends you a text right back to a link that gives you the green screen. It took me all of 15 seconds to do, but it has to be done for when you guys come on campus. Now, let me share my screen with you guys first. You heard Rocco say and talk about a bunch of people haven't been getting, didn't get the notifications. All right, and I'm going to show you why they're not. Okay, so when you go into your pipeline, okay, when you go into pipeline, you see your name up in the top right-hand corner. You guys can all see where I'm pointing. Okay, when you click your name and you go to My Addresses and Phones, okay, when you click it, okay, you're going to see your address, your phone number, all right? And you see my primary number right there, right? Well, that's my personal cell number, okay? But it says primary. You've got to click edit, okay? Once you click edit, you're going to see your primary phone number, and then there's a line just below it that says view or add additional phones, okay? So you click that, and then you're going to get drop-down menus, okay? So you want to click the drop-down menu, click cellular phone, put your phone number in, okay, and then click submit, okay? So unless your cell phone number is in there listed as a cell phone number by doing what I just showed you how to do, you won't get the text messages, okay? Does that make sense, or does anybody have any questions? It's really easy to do. It literally takes 30 seconds, okay? So if you look at that, when you click and you go in and you see your number only listed as primary, but not as cellular, just know that you won't be getting the notifications from Healthy Roster, right? And if you don't get the notifications from Healthy Roster, then you won't be cleared at the check-in station when we start coming in. So double check and make sure you go through that process. Okay, does anybody need me to show you the steps again? I'm more than happy to. Want me to go through it one more time? I'll do it just in case. All right, so when you log in the pipeline, okay, just click on your name in the upper right. Make sure you don't sign out. Go to My Addresses and Phones, double check, click Edit. All right, and then go down, View or Add Additional Phones Attached. Put your drop-down menu, select cellular phone, and then put it in. Once you put your number in, click Submit. And then once you do that, when you go back to your address and phone screen, it should be listed cellular phone, and then you should be okay. All right. Okay. Went over that. The next thing I want to touch on with you guys is This Week in Canvas. All right. So again, you guys all did a really good job of doing this. I get it. You know, we're athletes. We want to participate. We want to do this, but for the foreseeable future, this is what we're going to end up doing. So remember, all assignments are under modules. So all you have to do is click modules, okay, and you'll know what you have to do. So there was week 1. We're done with week 1. Okay, so the weekend or the week 2, there it is. So you'll have a written response prompt. Remember the video upload, I'm going to excuse everybody from this week. Okay, The two things you got to make sure you do for me, though, and you may need to go back if you haven't done it yet. The return to campus questionnaire, that's for the trainers. Okay. Now, it's on there under an assignment, but there's no points attached to it because I don't know when you do it. All I'll know is if you don't do it, then the trainers, Sue and Joe, are going to say, Jake Lehman didn't do the questionnaire. He can't come to campus. So make sure you do the return to campus questionnaire under week 1. Okay. And then the other one is the SWOL registration. Okay. Those of you who are returners understand what SWOL is. Okay. But here's the beauty. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, when you click into the assignment, okay, oh my Lord, okay, returners, there's written steps for you to follow. Okay. If you're new, there's a video of you, or not of you, there's a video for you to follow and see what to do. And there's also written instructions. Okay. So all you have to do is either watch the video and or read the written instructions. Returners, follow the steps up top and you'll get it done. The trainers want that done by September 14th. Okay. And those of you who are returners know what happens when SWOL's not done, right? The trainers pull you from participation. So make sure you do those two things before next week. Okay. If you've already done them, great. Okay. But if you haven't, make sure that you do them, please, because you don't want to run into any hiccups with anything. Okay. And then that's all for week 2. Zoom attendance, you see, it's on there. If you attend the meetings, you get a point. That's why some of you, when you look at your grade, you have more than 100%. Right. Just a little incentive for me to offer you guys to make sure that you're here. And guys, I'm not going to keep you long on meetings. Like, again, after we're done here, I got one more announcement and we're done for the day. Okay. But I want to encourage you guys, number one, you did a great job with assignments last week. Just make sure you stay on top of it. Remember, all assignments are under modules, not under assignments. It's all organized that way for you, neat and clean. And then grades, you can all the grades from last week have been posted. Mr. Valenzuela, I will excuse you from last week since you just registered for class today. So just worry about keeping up with stuff from today on and you'll be okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Trust me, no stupid questions, because I guarantee if you have a question, somebody might have it too.
I don't understand how to get on the Bridge Athletics.
Nobody does, because I haven't added you yet. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about Bridge Athletics. What I will say, though, between probably now and next Monday, you all should be getting an email from Bridge Athletics telling you to go download the app and yada, 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 yada. But you can't register for it until I move the roster over there and then it'll send you the link. But we'll talk more about Bridge next week.
Right? But all of the work we need to do outside of making sure that our cell phone number is correct is on Canvas right now.
Yep. All you got to do is log into Canvas, go to modules, and it'll tell you what you need to do week in, week out. Okay.
Okay.
But
thank you.
But most importantly, under week 1 and week 2, make sure you do the return to campus questionnaire and also the SWOL registration. Those two things have to be done. Those are for the trainers. They will pull you from participation if they're not done.
You said that's in Canvas, right?
Yes, it's all in Canvas under modules 1 and 2. So
okay,
if you go through and do everything in every module, you should be fine. Okay. Any other questions?
No.
What's the healthy roster code?
There is no code. So this is why it's important that you make sure your cell number is in pipeline. Okay. I tried to do exactly what you did. I went to Healthy Rosters and was going to sign up and it said, yo, you need a code. Well, we're not doing the code. You need to make sure you go in the pipeline. Okay. And I would do it. If you haven't done it right now, I do it when we get off this meeting. Go in the pipeline, make sure you add your cell number to an alternate number under cellular phone like I showed you how to do. And then you'll start getting the text messages in the morning.
Got it.
Okay? I got mine at 6:10 this morning. It took me 10 seconds to fill it out. I'm cleared for 24 hours.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you.
Good. No problem. Anybody else? Good. All right. So I will post this video just like I did last week. Once it downloads to my computer, I'll get it up on YouTube. So if you need to rewatch for anything you may have missed, you know, the big thing is just make sure you're following along, following directions, and staying up with things. And we'll take it one day at a time. We'll get through it together. All right. So as long as there's no more questions, you guys are good to go. If you have questions, stay on and ask or whatever you need. Otherwise, you're free to go.
Thank you.
No problem, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem whatsoever.
Thank you.
You're all welcome. Oh, Cayman, stay on for me. Oh, he left. Never mind.